What's up, family? How are you? Today is Monday, May 18th. We are coming to you from Deuteronomy chapter 20. First of all, hope everyone had a great weekend. Excited to see what we're all doing as a church in terms of putting together family altars, putting together this idea of family worship. Really key, really important, and I hope that your family gets to do some of that too. All right. Now, regarding today's passage, we're talking about a lot of wars and battling and things along those lines, but I thought it's really interesting how this is all laid out. There are two big things that stand out. The first thing is before an army goes into battle, God has his priest go to address the army, right? Rather than your leader, rather than maybe the highest commanding officer or the general, it's actually the priest who comes to speak and address the army, showing that sure, you can prepare, you can get your armies ready, you can get your equipment ready, but at the end of the day, we want to come before God, we want to pray before God, letting him know that we put this battle into his hands, right? And then number two is this idea of really having nothing that might hold you back, right? I talked about several things like if you've bought a new house, if you have a new vineyard, if you're pledged to marry someone, all these different things where potentially you might have something holding you back or nagging at you, making it so that you're not fully devoted to this fight, fully devoted to this cause, right? And for that second one, I really think it's interesting. It speaks to me very directly because I think a lot of times there are things that hold me down, right? It's the whole strings attached situation where I'm ready to go and be a part of this, or I'm ready to go and be a part of that, but, and I have my conditions, but, but I'm not ready yet, but I need to do this, but I have work that day, but I have other things that day. And it's this concept of, hey man, if you're into that, or if you have things along those lines that you're still thinking about, then right now might not be the good time for you, right? It's not so much that we don't want you to be a part of this fight, we don't want you to be a part of this battle, but if you have something else holding you back, you might be more of a detriment to the team than you are actually a benefit. Because when people is coming at you, when your enemies are coming at you, ready to fight you, your brothers in arms have to know that they can depend on you. And the second you're like, oh my gosh, but man, I still haven't gotten this done yet, or I saw that errand that I haven't gotten done yet, that split second weakness is what might cost you or your army or your brothers a lot of casualty or a lot of damage, if you will. Okay, so for me, that's an important concept going into this week, knowing that I have to give it up my all. Right, I have a lot of things going on this week, but it's going to be good because God's going to fight the battle for me so long as I know that everything I have is in this fight. Okay, all right, family, I love you all. Hope you have a great week.